If you just wanna see girls getting piped for the sake of it, then this original hentai definitely is for you. Why? Because ultimately that is all that happens, and I will give this hentai a lot of credit for one thing. Not only are the girls thoughts, but all of them also admit to being thoughts. So no, they don't hide anything. Another important thing is, this hentai gets straight to the point and doesn't even bother with a story. Kudos where it's due. Bichko is the first one, and while she only cleans the pipe from the nameless main character with no eyes, she will get the pipe in the second episode. Yariko is basically the main thought, and while her goal is to get piped by 100 virgins, as soon as she experiences the almighty pipe of our main hero with no eyes, still, her goal turns into getting his pipe 100 times inside. And of course, in these two episodes, she gets the pipe the most often. Next is Bakako, and as the name implies, she is a damn idiot. She gets the almighty pipe in a karaoke bar and walks by our main hero in the second episode. But granted, she did not see him, otherwise she would get the pipe on the street. Then we get Kuroko, and she's already doing herself in a public toilet. As soon as our main hero goes to the toilet, well, you know what will happen. The last thought is Yuruko, and she is beyond loose. She is sleeping on a train with her legs wide open. She is the definition of loose. But our main hero takes care of her by getting his pipe cleaned while she is asleep, but when she wakes up, she will gladly take the pipe inside. Finally, we go back to Yariko, and both do it in a fast food restaurant. So those were the chicks, and this is our main hero, that still has no eyes. I wonder how he can even find all the holes with no eyes, but maybe it's all instinct? Who knows? Now for the story. I've mentioned that JKB ni SHIBORARETAI has no story, but technically it has one. The story, as I've mentioned, is actually about Yariko wanting to get the pipe from 100 virgins, until she meets our hero, and her goal changes. Actually, not only her goal changes, his pipe is so powerful that he turned every single thought that fucked around with everybody into a thought that only wants his pipe. Now that's a damn superpower. However, after Yariko got his almighty pipe 2 times in a row in the first episode, she basically tells all her friends how good he actually is. But she still doesn't want anybody else to experience it. So, why did she tell her friends then? Is this something that thoughts do? Weird. But in the last scene, she was willing to share her pipe with one of her friends that supposedly is a model. So, is she willing to share him or not? In the train station when she was talking to these two, she clearly tells them no. But in the fast food restaurant during a call, she tells one of these two yes? Fucking weird. Whatever, this dude just wants one bush, and that is Yariko's. My dude, she's for the streets. But I guess some men like that crap. Whatever. As you've seen, the animation and whatever is high tier, and everything looks quite good. The thoughts look quite good for thoughts, and everything is proportioned well. Well, almost. The breasts are gigantic, especially for thoughts in high school, but whatever. Still, the colors are quite nice, the locations are great and mostly in public, and the sex is enjoyable as well. But there is a problem. The location. Now, seeing public fun in hentai is something I really enjoy, but not how it was done here. Remember the scene in the train with Yuruko? Yeah, look at this picture again. Notice something? He just got in the train and she's just sitting there with her legs spread out, and he simply does her right there. Or the final scene with Yariko in the fast food restaurant. They did it right there in the open by the window. Was nobody else inside the restaurant besides them? She had a burger on the table, did she serve herself? You see, that's the problem I have with this. It's glorious when they do it in public, but the fun of it is the risk they take by doing so. But the two scenes I've mentioned are not how it's done well, because they are too much in the open, and don't even try to hide it. They could as well do it in the middle of the crosswalk during the day just to finish the picture. However, the scene with Kuroko or the one with Bakako were done right. They were in public, but still had some privacy. The risk was that somebody could just open the door to the toilet at any moment. That's how public sex is done right. Public, yes, but still trying to hide it. The last thing to mention is everything around sound. There is actually nothing interesting to mention here outside of the ending, which is some kind of rock music. It surprised me actually, and while it's nothing all that special, it still works as an ending. Oh, and I almost forgot. While I've mentioned that this hentai is an original work, I mean in the sense of not being based on a manga or doujinshi. Supposedly this is based on CG work done by somebody with the name of Joyride. Yeah, Joyride, you know. And that someone did a real good job. High tier for sure.